It was my birthday morning. The house was quiet, still. Ahmed, my husband, looked up from his newspaper and said casually, "Don't expect any surprises this year. Things have been busy." I smiled. You know, that polite smile you give when something stings a little? I said, "It's okay," but deep down, it wasn't. 12 years of marriage, and lately it felt like the spark had dimmed. I told myself, it's fine. I'm not a child, birthdays aren't a big deal. But truthfully, sometimes you just want to feel remembered. A little later, my best friend Sana called. She said, "Happy birthday!" "So what did Ahmed do this time?" I laughed awkwardly. "Nothing yet, he's just tired." And she said, "Girl, if my husband ever forgot my birthday, he wouldn't hear the end of it." We both laughed, but when I hung up, that laughter faded. That little ache of jealousy started creeping in. Sana's husband always planned surprises. Flowers, dinners, long captions online. I looked around my quiet house and thought, maybe I'm just not that exciting anymore. That evening, Ahmed said he had to go to the store. I rolled my eyes. "Of course you do," I muttered under my breath. He left. I sat there scrolling through my phone, post after post. Couples at dinner, friends holding cakes, candlelight everywhere. And me? Sitting in my pajamas. Alone. I felt that lump in my throat. How hard is it to remember one special day? So I texted him, "Don't worry about surprises. I already know there aren't any." No reply. Nothing. An hour later, I heard the door open. I didn't even bother looking up. Then I heard whispering, "Shh, lights off first." I frowned. What now? And suddenly the lights flicked on. There stood Ahmed, holding a cake. Behind him, my parents, my sister, and yes, Sana. All smiling, shouting, "Surprise!" I froze. My hands flew to my face and I started to laugh and cry at the same time. I thought you said there'd be no surprises," I said, and Ahmed laughed. "Exactly. I said don't expect any." Everyone burst out laughing, but when he hugged me, I whispered, "Why did you say that?" And he said softly, "Because you always expect too little, from yourself and from me. Love doesn't have to shout. It just has to show up when it counts." Later that night, as I cut the cake, I looked around. Sana caught my eye and winked at me. And suddenly that jealous feeling I had earlier just melted away, because it hit me. I had almost let comparison steal my happiness before it even arrived. Ahmed wasn't perfect, but he saw me, in his quiet, thoughtful way. That night I learned something important. We often ruin beautiful moments by expecting them to look like someone else's happiness. Sometimes love isn't in flowers or captions. It's in effort, in silence, in the small things no one else notices. So the next time someone says, "Don't expect any surprises," maybe that's the biggest clue. That one's already on the way.